everybody. Today I have my daughter here with me. She's going to do this episode with me, and we're going to talk about a topic that's pretty dear to both of us, has impacted both of us, and we want to just share our opinions on it. We're going to talk about fear and how really fear can come in the way of expressing who you are and really allowing you to become the best person of you or best version of you, and really can prevent you from accomplishing things that you want to accomplish and achieving your goals and your vision in life. So that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about fear. So there's all kinds of fear. There's physical fears like of heights or roller coasters. Yes. That one's got many of them. But there's fears of also not feeling good enough or not feeling like you're capable of accomplishing something. And this often stops us from actually moving forward with something or starting something because we don't believe in ourselves. And there's also the fear of being judged and not being liked. A real big one on social media. We're always looking for validation. And so there's always that fear that we are not liked or we're being judged by others or we care what other people think about. So I want to start by just, Shayna, how has fear recently impacted you, and how did you recognize that was even fear that was holding you back?
So I feel like fear, obviously there's physical fear, like fear of roller coasters, oceans, heights, I could go on. But I feel like the biggest one that's impacted me the most is fear of judgment and of what other people thought of me. And so it's not even it's big on social media, oh my gosh, I posted that, deleting all my posts, and but I feel like also thinking what other people think of you. So anytime I would say something or go back and look at what other people thought and oh, that was dumb, or oh, why did I say that? So I feel like it's always, I'm trying to please everybody else, what other people think of me. I feel like that's always a big issue.
So how did you recognize it was that issue? Going through life, or you're going through a period here where you're just deleting things and questioning everything.
Yeah,
how did you recognize that it was your fear?
I just started deleting all my Instagram posts, oh my gosh, that's so stupid, why would I do that or post that? I kept looking back on situations with people, things that I would say, oh my gosh, that was dumb, why would I say that? Or things that I would do, oh, that was dumb. But it was always in my head, I never realized that it was fear, because it was always oh, what other people thought of me. But then I just realized why am I trying to please everybody? It's always what other people, it's me, I'm learning and growing every day, but it's always, I was always oh, what would this person think of me that I said that, or that I did that, or that I posted that? So I feel that's how I kind of knew.
So how did you overcome it?
Well, I first realized that it was what other people thought of me, but I was as cliche as it sounds, we only have one life to live. So why am I wasting so much of this time on what other people think of me? Why? It's my life. I'm constantly learning and growing. I look back on the things and I'm yeah, that was done, but so what? I can't change it. I can't change how other people see me. I was constantly trying to mold myself into what I thought other people wanted me to be. And so now I'm just it's so cliche to say, but we really only have one life. Why am I spending so much of my energy, so much of my time on what other people think of me? So.
And now that you realize this, how do you think this will help you moving forward?
I'm still learning to use it. I'm still learning to not let fear of judgment overcome me. But I feel now I'm starting to be post whatever I want, say whatever I want. If it's stupid, okay, yeah, I'll learn from it, but so what? I just don't want to care anymore what other people think of me.
Which is allowing you to be more who you are.
More me, exactly. And I'm not wasting so much of my time on other people.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And so if you were to give advice for kids your age, or anyone to overcoming fear, what would it be?
Just not let what other people think of you impact you. Don't waste so much of your time on thinking of what other people think of you, or trying to mold yourself to be somebody that you think everybody else wants to see. Just be yourself.
Awesome. So for me, I think one of the things we have a tendency to do with fear, and I've been guilty of it too, is because we're afraid, and if we don't recognize that it is that we are afraid, I feel we often make excuses. And instead of recognizing that there's fear, we'll make excuses for not doing something, or accomplishing something because we didn't really like it, or we didn't really want to do that anyways, or it wasn't for me, or the timing wasn't right, when really it was fear. So I personally think fear has a purpose in everyone's life, and it actually can be a good purpose if you can recognize it and overcome it, because it can push you to that higher level. It can push you to accomplishing the things you want to do. But if you don't recognize it, you will always make excuses, and you will really probably miss out on a lot of opportunities and ways to truly express yourself. So fear has a purpose in everyone's life, I believe. I believe you just need to recognize it and use it in the right way to overcome it. So that's all. Cheers, everyone. Have a great day. Live and be higher.